English and Communication, Literary Study Unit. This recording forms part of the support materials for Intermediate 1 and Access 3 relating to drama. Sailmaker by Alan Spence. The play is set in the working-class Glasgow of the 1960s. Act 1 opens with Davy, an out-of-work sailmaker, and his son Alec. Alec is trying to come to terms with the death of his mother.
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I can remember it, the feeling. I was only a boy, 11. There was this knock at the door, the middle of the night. Batter, batter. It was a policeman. He said my mother had taken a turn for the worse. My father had to go down to the hospital. I couldn't get back to sleep. It was getting light by the time he came back.
I've got a bit of bad news for you, son. Your mammy's dead.
Part of me already knew, accepted it. Part of me couldn't. Part of me cried.
I've got a bit of bad news for you, son.
I cried, and a numbness came on me, shielding me from the real pain.
Your mammy's dead.
I was standing there crying, real big deep sobs. But the other part of me, the part that accepted, was just watching.
I've got a bit of bad news for you, son.
I was watching myself crying, watching my puny grief from somewhere above it all. I was me, and I was not me.
Your mammy's dead. It's just you and me now, son. We'll have to make the best of it. I'll make some breakfast.
I'm no really very hungry.
No. I'll make a cup of tea.
Later on, I opened the window and looked out across the back courts. The breeze was warm. Everything was the same. It was very ordinary. Nothing had changed. I don't know what I'd expected. A sign. Jesus to come walking across the back and tell me everything was all right. A window in the sky to open, and God to lean out and say my mother had arrived safe. The sun shone in the grey tenements, on the railings and the middens, on the dustbins and the spilled ashes. It glinted on windows and on bits of broken glass. It was like something I remembered, something from a dream. Across the back, a wee boy was standing, blowing on a mouth organ, playing the same two notes over and over again. My mother was dead. My mother was dead. The breeze touched my cheek. It scattered the ashes round the midden. It ruffled the clothes of the wee boy standing there playing his two notes, over and over and over. I looked up at the sky, the clouds moving across. Just for a minute, a gap opened up, a wee patch of clear blue.
We better get this place tidied up a bit, son. Folk will be coming back after the funeral. As long as you keep moving, it doesn't hit you. Get the fire going. Clean the windows. Dust the furniture. Think about something for eating. Don't stop. Keep yourself going. Sometimes, for a whole minute, you can nearly forget about it. Shove it to the back of your mind. Then maybe you're looking for something, and you turn round to ask her where it is, and you wonder for a minute where she's got to, and you think maybe she's through in the room, and you catch yourself thinking it, and it hits you, and you think, Christ, this is it. This is me, for the rest of my days.
After the funeral, back home, house full of people, aunties and uncles, folk we hadn't seen for years. On and on and on.
That's it. They're away. Just me and you now, son.
Aye.
God, I'm shattered. Isn't it funny the words you use to describe things? Shattered. Placed in the right mess, eh? Still, never mind. We can clear it up in the morning, eh? Okay. In the morning.
I had a yacht to see it.
Put it in the canal, you can all see it.
There.
Is that it?
Aye. I found it in the glory hole.
It's got nae sails or nae mast or nothing.
I'm going to get my dad to fix it up. My dad's a sailmaker.
Your dad sells stuff on the Never Never and collects the money round the doors. He's a tick man.
He's working as a tick man, but he's really a sailmaker. That's his real job. That's his trade.
How come he doesn't work at it?
Dunno. Maybe there's nae jobs.
You need a trade. That's what my dad says. He's going to get me in with him at the painting when I'm old enough.
Well, maybe my dad'll go back to his trade. That was a great poem he made up.
Your dad?
I had a yacht to see it.
Your dad didn't write that.
Aye, he did.
He didn't?
He did.
Well, how come I've heard it?
Maybe my dad told your dad.
Aye, maybe.
You know, they must have had sailmakers way back in the olden days when there was pirates and explorers and that. Right back.
Roman galleys.
Vikings.
When's your dad going to fix it up?
Soon.
I can just see it. It would look great with red sails, just like the song.
Eh?
There's a record, Red Sails in the Sunset.
That's right. I've heard it.
It's great. Red sails in the sunset.
Way out on the sea. Aye, used to be Jackie's. I got it before he went to America.
All his stuff gets shared out. I get his soldiers.
Did you?
He's my cousin Tate, you know. You're not the only one.
Must be great in America, eh?
Cowboys and gangsters and that.
Magic.
Hey, look, it's a submarine. German battleship on the port bow. Prepare to torpedo.
They're firing depth charges. Dive, dive, dive. Oh, it's a shark. It's gonna get you.
Yeah. Here, have you got any new comics to swap?
I got some in a parcel for Jackie, but I don't want to swap them.
How no?
They're real American ones. They're coloured. I don't want to swap them for scabby old black and white things.
But Jackie sent me some tea. We could just do a straight swap.
What have you got?
Superman, Blackhawk.
I've got some Superman as well. And a couple of Batman. And a Creepy Worlds.
You're on.
After tea.
Right.
My dad's quite late. Maybe he's getting fish suppers for the tea.
Fish suppers in the middle of the week?
Oh, he's not very good at cooking.
Aye.
Hey, I've got some new photos for my Rangers scrapbook.
Where'd you get the big coloured one of the team?
In the Rangers handbook. It's a beauty, eh?
Brilliant.
Blue really is the best colour.
That's what my dad says. He says it's God's favourite colour, 'cause the sky's blue and that's where God lives.
Sea's blue as well. Look, you even get blue in the fire. See they blue flames there? Ah, pity the grass is green.
But you can get blue grass.
Can you?
And they've got it in America. There's a group called Johnny Deacon and the Bluegrass Boys. They do sort of country and western.
Ah, that's right.
Last train to San Fernando. Last train to San Fernando.
If you miss this one, you'll never get another one. Beady beady bum bum to San Fernando.
Yeah!
Woo!
Hey, they should get some of that bluegrass for Ibrox.
Can you imagine it?
I've got something else I wanted to show you. It's blue as well.
It's a holy medal.
Our Lady.
What are you doing with that?
I found it.
What'd you keep it for?
I just sort of liked it.
You should fling that away. It'll bring you bad luck.
The middle part's blue. See? That's the colour of Mary, the Mother of God.
How'd you know that?
Maureen told me.
Oh, aye. So that's it, eh?
What?
You've got a fancy for wee Maureen.
I just like her.
Next thing you'll be carrying a rosary and crossing yourself.
Don't be stupid.
Aye, come on, don't take the huff. Aye, what are we going to sing at the Life Boys concert?
Don't know.
How about that one we were singing? Last train to San Fernando.
I don't really know it. Just the chorus.
Aye, me too. How about singing the blues? You must know that.
Aye.
And blue's your favourite colour, right?
Aye. Funny how blue means sad, isn't it? It's not really a sad song, but...
I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, babe. You got me singing the blues.
I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing is right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. I'll tell you something. It's a secret, but don't tell anybody.
All right,
Promise?
cross my heart.
It was after my mammy died. I was looking at the sky above our house, and I thought I saw her.
Your ma?
Mary, our lady, dressed all in blue. I couldn't be sure, but I thought it was.
Above your house?
Just for a second.
Oh, that's creepy. Did you have that medal with you?
Aye.
Maybe that's what did it. Put the idea into your head.
Oh, maybe.
My dad says when he dies, he's going to get his ashes scattered on the pitch at Ibrox.
I'll show you something else. A shell. This used to be my mammy's.
Some size, eh? Imagine the size of the whelk you'd get out of that.
Oh, I hate whelks. If you listen, you can hear the sea.
So you can. Wonder what sea it is.
The Pacific. No, the Indian Ocean. Amazing colours. It's like when the line shines on a patch of oil in the street. See this?
Cellophane.
My ma used to bring it home when she worked in the bakery. Sheets and sheets of it. They used it for wrapping cakes. Look, what colour is it?
Gold.
Right, watch. Ta-da! See? It's clear. See right through it. Fold it up tight. And it's gold again.
Aye, right enough. I've noticed that.
I wonder how it works. Where the colour goes. Did I ever show you my dad's sailmaking tools?
No.
These are called marlin spikes. Great name, eh?
Make a great chib.
I'll fence you. You swine.
You dog.
Scurvy knave. I'll have ye keel hauled.
50 lashes.
Clap ye in irons.
Make you walk the plank.
Boys, you'll poke each other's eyes out. Right, that's better. Where'd you get these anyway?
In the glory hole.
I better be going for my tea.
Don't forget the comics.
Marlin spikes.
You've been drinking. I can smell it.
Just one, son. Honest. We half at the end of the day. Just helps me unwind. Up and down stairs all day, knocking folks' doors. Half of them hide when they hear you coming. Shove a light off. Shush your wains. Shh, it's a tick man. I don't know. This is a fid. Made for lignum vitae. Hardest wood in the world. Used it for splicing rope.
What's this?
It's a palm. For shoving needles through canvas.
I was kidding on it was a sort of glove for fighting.
Knuckle duster.
How come you chucked your trade?
That chucked me. The chandlers worked for shut down. They get laid off. That was it. Nothing else doing. No work. Nobody needs sailmakers these days.
Could you make a sail for this? I found it in the glory hole too. I thought you could fix it up.
Oh, aye. It's beautiful, eh? Be nice. All rigged out. Can sail it in the park. Of course, it'll take time. Materials will be dear. But I'll see what I can do.
When?
Wait and see. Who knows? Maybe my coupon will come up this week.
Remember the last time you won?
First dividend. £2. I didn't let it go to my head mind. Then he chucked my job. Then he buy a villa in the south of France. I think every second game was a draw that week. Never mind. Some of these days. Then I bring it in for the tea. You fancy nipping down to the chippy? Get a couple of fish suppers.
All right. Can I get a pickle?
Get anything you like. Here's something else you can do for me tomorrow at dinner time. Take this to the bookie.
Och, Da,
What's the matter?
it's just that I don't like that bookie. He's creepy.
Away you go.
And that back close where he has his pitch is all horrible and smelly.
This could be worth a fortune. 3 doubles, a treble and accumulator. If it comes up, we're laughing. Here, son. I'll leave it here with the money inside it.
Why'd you always write mainsail at the bottom of your line?
That's what you call a nom de plume. The betting's illegal, you see. The bookie gets done from time to time. And if you put your real name down in a line, the police might book you as well. So you use a made-up name.
Mainsail.
A wee game.
He do football.
Right, I'm Rangers, yours can be Celtic.
You're always Rangers.
It's my ball, innit?
I'm not going to be Celtic. I'll be, Real Madrid.
Suit yourself, I'll still beat you.
Oh, shite. I just remembered.
What?
I'm supposed to take my dad's line down to the bookie. Coming with me.
Aye, alright.
I hate going.
How?
I don't know. I just don't like the bookie. See, when I was dead wee, I used to hear my dad talking about the bookie, only I didn't know what it meant, and I thought he was saying boogie.
Like the boogies you pick out your nose?
Aye.
What do you think he was? A wee guy covered in snotters? Oh, the boogeyman's gonna get ye.
That's the thing, too. They would always tell me to watch out or the boogeyman would get me. And I must have got the two things mixed up.
You're dafty.
I'll tell you something else I thought as well. When my dad used to talk about trying the pools, I always imagined him fishing in these big deep pools of water.
Fishing?
Aye.
Why did he?
I'm talking about when I was wee.
Bogeymen in pools of water.
I can't tell you anything.
Come on, I'll race you. Is this a close?
You can tell by the smell. Make sure I've got the line.
Fishing line. Watch out for the bogeyman, he'll shove you in the pool.
Hey, Billy. That couple of quid I tapped off you. Could it wait till next week?
Aye, sure.
Things are still a wee bit tight.
What's the score?
Eh?
You shouldn't be this skint. What is it?
I told you it's a job. Just hasn't been so great. No selling enough. No collecting enough. No getting much out of the basic.
Aye, but you should be able to get by, just the two of you.
It's no easy.
You bevying?
Just a wee half when I'm finished my work. And by Christ, I need it.
You betting too heavy? Is that it?
Started a couple of months ago. Back to favourite. Absolute surefire certainty. Couldn't lose. But it was even money, so I had to put quite a whack on it. Best part of a week's wages.
And it got beat.
Out the park. So I made it up by borrowing off the bookie. He does this money lending on the side. Charges interest.
And every week you miss, the interest goes up.
This is it. Now, when I pay him, I'm just clearing the interest. And I'm not even touching the original amount I borrowed. I must have paid him back 2 or 3 times over. And I still owe him the full whack.
Bastard, eh? Sicking ye. And he's a pape.
Still, all I need's a wee turn. I mean, my luck's got to change sometimes, hasn't it? Laws of averages.
Whatever that is.
Things have got to get better.
It's a mug's game. The punter can't win.
Got to keep trying.
Flinging it away. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't mind helping you out, but I'm not exactly rolling in it myself.
Get your money back.
That's not what I mean.
What am I supposed to do? Get a job as a company director or something? I'll go down to the brew in the morning.
There must be some way to get this bookie off your back for a start.
Aye, sure.
I mean, you've paid him.
I knew his terms.
It's not even legal.
Near as getting his heavies to kick folks' heads in.
So maybe he's not the only one that knows a few hard men.
What a carry on, eh?
Aye, remember when we were wee? We used to fight like cat and dog.
No, I could beat you and all.
Oh aye, you were too fast for me. Quick on your feet. An old one too. My only chance was to get you in a bear hug.
I've still got the bruises.
I remember one time we were having a right old barney. Dad was trying to sleep. Must have been on the night shift. And he came running out his room in the shirt tail and clattered the pair of us.
He was a tough old customer, ring enough. Had to be in their days.
Do you know, he walked frae Campbelltown to Glasgow to get a start in the yards. Telling you, we don't know we're living. Here, the boy's doing well at school.
Oh, aye. He's clever. He'll get on.
You'll get on a lot better if you screw the head right.
Come on, Billy. I do my best. It's just...
I know it's hard on your own and that.
No, you don't know. Nobody knows, unless you've been through it. Coming home's the worst. The boys out playing, house is empty. Gets on top of you. The other night there, I got this queer feeling. I felt as if the furniture and everything was watching me. Sounds daft, eh? Maybe I'm getting off my head.
Bound to take a while to get over it.
If I ever do.
How you doing, wee Ian? What's this you've got?
Used to be Jackie's.
I'm going to fix it up when I've got the time.
Oh, you've been saying that for weeks.
I could paint it if you like.
Would you?
Aye, sure. Should come up really nice. I'll take it away with me. Get it done this week.
This week?
Eh, bother.
What colours will you make it?
I think the hull has to be white. I've got a nice white gloss at the work. The keel I could do in blue, maybe put a wee blue rim round the edge here. And I think I've got a light brown that'd do just fine for a deck. That suit you alright?
Great.
You won't even recognise it. It'll be like a brand new boat.
It'll be dead, really.
It'll be that real we can all sail away in it.
Away, never land.
Right, I'll be seeing you.
Uncle Billy's great, isn't he?
Okay, aye. Mind you, he's pure mental when it comes to rangers and all that. Big orange headbanger. But you're right. Underneath he's a good lad. Solid. Where you going?
Out to play with Ian. See you later.
I've got the string and bits of cane.
Great. Have you got the hacksaw blade?
Aye. Have you got the tape?
Aye.
Right, you make the bows and I'll make the arrows. Do you know how to do it?
Aye.
You put a wee notch at both ends for the string and you wind a wee bit of tape round so the cane doesn't split.
I know.
Oh, hurry up with the blade, I need it.
What for?
You've got to cut through the cane. If you just break it in two, it all splits and just makes a mess.
Terrible noise it makes.
Sets your teeth on edge.
Like polystyrene when you rub it in the windy. Like the teacher's chalk when it scrapes on the blackboard.
Oh, don't talk about school, I hate it. Hey, come, we'll no bother going back Monday. We'll just run away and dog it forever.
That would be brilliant. Where would we go?
We could go to America and live with real Indians. Jackie would help us.
Ugh, there's no real Indians left. They all get put out in daft wee reservations.
How about India then? Or Africa? We could live in a treehouse.
Pick bananas and oranges.
Hunt animals.
Make pals with some of them, but lions and tigers and that.
Make pals with the darkiest, eh?
Great white chiefs.
Me, Chief Ian.
We'd have to give ourselves better names, but
Walla Walla Whiskey.
we could paint ourselves too, with feathers and bones.
Imagine being cannibals. We could just eat white men that got lost in the jungle.
Fancy going into the chippy and asking for 2 single fish and a white man's supper.
Sausage rolls with pricks in them.
That's horrible.
Imagine Fat Louie cutting people up for pies.
Like Sweeney Todd.
People are supposed to taste like pork.
Oh, I think I'll stop eating meat.
Don't be daft.
There.
Right. Oh, it's a good gin.
Give me a shot. Come on, we'll go hunting.
Hey, Davy. I brought you a couple of cowboy books. I know you go in for the highbrow stuff, Dickens and that, but these are a good read.
Och no, I'll read anything. Shane. That's a good gene. Saw the picture.
Alan lad, eh? Great stuff. Terrific. There you are then.
Look at that. It's just like new.
What'd I tell ye?
You done a nice job, Billy. It's beautiful.
Brilliant.
Blue and white. Best colours in the world.
Blue's my favourite colour.
There you are. Boy's got sense.
Orange is good as well, isn't it?
Orange is great.
How about purple?
Oh aye, purple's good.
Red?
Red's fine, so's yellow.
Black and white?
They're okay. They're not exactly good, they're not exactly bad. They're sorta nothingy. But there's one colour we haven't mentioned, and that's the worst of the lot. And that's green. You don't like green, do you?
No, really.
Terrible colour.
Where you go? How can a colour be bad? Just because Catholics wear it.
It's maybe no bad in itself, but they Catholics have made it bad.
Even Rangers playing green grass.
Aye, they trample it under their feet.
It takes a green stem to hold an orange lily.
Aye, well, the exception proves the rule, doesn't it?
Ugh, filling a boy's head with rubbish.
Anyway, there's your yacht, and blue and white it is.
Now will you fix it up?
Be a shame not to. Need to bring the main mast up about here. Drill a wee hole in the deck. Fit it in. Fix on a bowsprit for the jib. Bring out a boom for the mainsail. Can work out the length and get a dowling cut to size. Taper it. Then there's the rigging. And material for the sails.
Red.
That'll make it red, white and blue. Great.
You'll have to get a name.
How about No Surrender?
Sometimes they call them after places that were built. City of Glasgow.
I thought of your name. Star of the Sea.
That's nice.
Did you make it up?
I read it in a book.
Oh, aye. It's no bad right enough, but I still prefer No Surrender.
You would.
I had a word with that bookie about the wee business.
What did he say?
Oh, he tried to come the hard man, but I don't think he'll bother you again.
Thanks.
See you. Cheerio, Ian.
Cheerio. And thanks.
Nae bother.
When you going to fix it?
Soon. Just wait and see. It was one of the dark closes. No lights working. Stink for the back close. Drains and cats and God knows what. That's where they were waiting. Heard a noise and they were coming at me. 2 of them. In with the heat, the boot. Slammed me against the wall. Butt in the face. They grabbed my briefcase. I swung with the torch. Got one of them, you bastard. Brained him. Then they got me down. Kicked me in the ribs. Got off their mark and left me. Took my briefcase, tick money, the lot. Everything except my torch.
It's got a dent in it.
Guy must have had a thick skull. I've seen the day when I could have stiffened a pair of them. Used to be pretty useful, flyweight. I knew Benny Lynch, you know. Tapped me for 10 bob the week before he died. Don't waste the batteries, son.
Sure it's old, but it is beautiful, and its colours, they are fine.
Christ's sake, Billy, you'll get us hung.
It's a Protestant country, innit? And I'm no ashamed to show my colours. Wasn't it a bad game all the same?
Well, it wasn't exactly the greatest Rangers team I've seen.
Now, Willie Thornton, there was a centre forward. One game they were playing Celtic at Ibrox, nothing each, minute to go. Waddle gets it to the byline and slings it across. And there's Thornton coming in like a bullet, and I'm no kidding you, he just dived, full length, met the ball about that height off the grun, just rocketed, half his seeding into the net. Keeper never got a sniff at it, and there was Thornton, face down in the mud, must have been embedded in it, about 6 inches deep, had to prize him out. That was some team they had then. Wee Torry Gillick inside right, Waddle on the wing, and the defence, big George Young, Sammy Cox, Tiger Shaw, big Woodburn before he got suspended. They were like iron.
They shall not pass.
And if the other team did get through, there was Jerry Dawson to stop them. What a keeper.
I remember once he was off his line. The forward came in and just lobbed him. Cheeky as you like. Just flicked out his head. It was gone, all the way. Christ, does Jerry no fling himself backwards? I'm not kidding you. Right back like that. Parallel to the grun. And he clutches it. About an inch for the line. Talk about acrobatics, never seen anything like it.
Did you ever see Alan Morton?
The wee blue devil. Oh, aye. I saw him when I was wee. He was one of the Wembley Wizards. A real ball player, you know what I mean? Pure skill. And it wasn't so easy then. The ball was heavier, and they wore these big clumpety boots, up to here. But you should have seen the wee man dribbling. Incredible. And one time he scored, direct for a corner kick. Curved it right in. Magic.
Charlie Tully did that.
Don't talk to me about Tully. Morton was in a different class. He was a real gentleman too, never committed a deliberate foul in his life.
A Protestant.
Come on, I'll be Alan Morton, you be Willie Thornton.
But they didn't play at the same time.
Doesn't matter, we can kid on. Use your imagination.
Alright, it's the greatest Rangers team of all time, gathered together for one special occasion.
The championship of the universe.
Playing on the moon.
Against Martian Celtic. Biggest bunch of zombies you ever saw.
Everybody's weightless. Morton crosses and Thornton jumps 50 feet in the air.
He misses and the ball goes into orbit.
So they bring in a new ball. weighs half a ton.
They're all wearing lead boots. There's been some terrible tackles.
The Martian goalie's got 8 arms and 6 legs.
The centre forward's got 4 heats.
Typical Fenians.
We're into injury time. Morton's got the ball. He beats 1 tackle, beats 2, passes it to Thornton.
Back to Morton.
To Thornton.
To Morton.
The goalie comes rushing out. He's about 10 feet 4. Morton slips it through his 3 pairs of legs, gives it back to Thornton.
And it's a goal.
And there goes the final whistle. It's all over. Rangers are the champions of the whole universe.
Easy.
See? I told you could use your imagination.
Imagine really being a football player. Getting paid for it. Be better than anything.
Best job in the whole world.
Better than being a painter.
Or a sailmaker.
Or a tickman.
What's up with your face? What's the matter?
I just give my daughters week's notice.
Jesus Christ, what for?
They're saying in the books I did loss. The guy shut it all together. Put the sheriff's officers on to the folk that still owe money.
Bastards.
Getting that down just finish it. Losing the money in the ledger and everything.
But that wasn't your fault.
Try telling them that. So that's me. Scrubbed. Again. Laid off. Redundant. Service no longer required. Just like that. I don't know. Work all your days and what you got to show for it. Turn round and kick you in the teeth. I mean, what have you got when you come right down to it? Nothing.
I might be able to get you a start in our place. Can't I promise, mind you. And if there was anything, it wouldn't be much. Maybe doing your sweeper up or that.
Anything's better than nothing.
And once you're in the place, you never know. Something better might come up.
Aye.
Like, say, a storeman's job or that.
Aye.
Never died of winter yet, eh?
Scrubbed. Get your jacket on. Pick up your cards. On your way, pal. Out the door. Bad news, son. I've lost my job. I gave him my books.
What'll we do?
Billy says he might be able to fix me up with something. Wouldn't be much. Better than nothing. That was a lousy job anyway. I'm better half out of it. Whatever happens. Place a right mess, eh? Amazing how it gets on top of you.
I'll shove this in the glory hole. Out the road.
Okay, aye. Not to worry. Never died of winter yet.